Say that you had a crush on some underage character when you were a kid, right? Later on in life, when you're like 30, you still have a crush on that character. Is that okay? And you still look at photos of them and do stuff to them. Is that okay?
I'd probably say yes, depending on how you do it,
Okay, you think grooming is wrong, right?
right?
Waiting till someone turns 18. But taking a fictional character that's underage, you make them 18 and get off to them. You think that's okay? That's your stance.
Yeah, because they're an adult at that point.
All right.
So, how do you want to start this?
Tell me your whole stance on aging up characters. We'll start with that.
My whole stance is, if you're going to age up a character and use that for whatever you want, it has to look like an adult, it has to be stated to be an adult, and that's
So,
like
okay, let
essentially
me
the
get
thing.
this. Okay, so in order to get off to a character, you think if they are wanting to age up a character, they have to look like an adult and be an adult, right?
Yeah.
That's your stance. So your stance is aging up characters isn't pedophilia, right? And that's it's not weird.
Nah, I definitely think it is weird.
But you don't think it's pedophilia.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think causes a person to age up a character?
Most likely a crush I had with the character that they grew up with.
So you would agree that you would have to have some sort of attraction to the original character in order to age it up.
Yeah. Or what I
Which means
think
you
about it is like more of their personality than
well, no, you would have to
physical.
see them in a sexual way in order to want to sexualize them, right? In order to age them up. You want to age them up for sexual gratification, which means, you would have to have some sort of attraction to the original character in a sexual manner.
At some point, I can definitely see that.
Right. You can't just have it's not a non-sexual attraction to the original character. If you want to sexualize that character to age, like you have to have some sort of sexual attraction to the original character in order for you to want to age up that character to sexualize it. I think lolicons use that excuse. Well, I aged the character up as a way to get away with their weird fantasies.
I think it's different with lolicons.
What? Okay, what's your stance on lolly?
They're attracted to actual childlike features.
So you would agree that lolicons are attracted to actual childlike features?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't think that somebody that's aging up a character has some sort of original attraction to the OG character?
Let's say there's a crush with the original character, not like full-blown
A
sexual
crush?
attraction.
Okay. So let's say a character's 9. Do you think a 30-year-old man should be able to have a crush on a 9-year-old character?
Not really.
Then why do you defend it? Why do you defend aging up characters and saying it's not like pedophilia?
My personal mind, I just think it's like completely different. You like
How
grow up
so?
with this character.
How so?
Oh, you had this crush on a character ever
Okay.
since you were a kid.
Okay. So let's say that you had a crush on some underage character when you were a kid, right? And you
Right.
later on in life when you're like 30, you still have a crush on that character. Is that okay? And you look at photos of them and do stuff to them. Is that okay?
I'd probably say yes, depending on how you do it. Like, if you want to make that character the age of yourself, then do whatever.
So okay. So but that's not the question I asked. I asked, is it okay for a grown adult? Yes, they had some sort of crush on this character when they were younger, right? When they were a child. And then later on in life they continue this crush on this fictional character that's underage, and they continue to have this crush and they do things to that character. Is that okay? They get sexual gratification from that character currently as an adult.
For me, it just like depends what you do with the character.
I just said for sexual gratification. Like
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
like,
it's the
more
same
specific.
same character. Nothing's changed about the character.
Like, same character, no different design, all that.
No different design, just same character.
Then I would lean towards no.
Lean towards, or is it yes or no? It's not lean towards. Yes or no? Do you think that's wrong?
Yeah, I think it's wrong.
Okay, so how is that any different from aging up a character if you are originally attracted to that character when they were a child? A child character. You are attracted to a child character. How is that not pedophilic? You just said that they had a crush on that character, and that's why they wanted to sexualize them when they're older.
I'd say my stats would like still be the same.
Like, do you think it's okay to have a crush let's say a 5-year-old character. Do you think it's okay to have a crush on a 5-year-old character?
No,
No, you don't think it's okay, or no, you don't, think it's
I
wrong,
don't think
or
it's
you don't think
okay.
it's okay. So how is any other underage character different?
Like if you want to make a character adult, then whatever.
But you just said that it's different for like a 5-year-old character. Where is like the age range that you think it's okay?
Like my personal fine line for like having a crush on the character and then aging them up is probably like I'm gonna say high school.
Well, high school is a very broad term, isn't it?
Yeah,
What high school is? A freshman can be is high school, right? Can you tell me how old a freshman is?
I don't remember. I want to say 14,
13 to
15.
14. 13 to 14.
Okay.
So do you think it's okay to sexualize a 13 to 14-year-old character? Or no, let me have a crush on a 13 to 14-year-old character. My bad.
I mean, morally it isn't right.
Okay, so how's that any different with any other underage character? Because you just said that your cutoff is high school.
Like,
So how's 13, like you said your cutoff is high school, 13 and 14 is high school. Let's bring in a real life scenario, right? An adult wants to thinks minors attractive, right?
right.
And they wait until they're 18 to get with them. Is that right? Is that okay?
No. Yeah, I'm still kind of sticking by my stance.
So, okay, you think grooming is wrong, right?
Right?
Waiting till someone turns 18. You take an underage character and you make them 18 and get off to them. You think that's okay? That's your stance.
Yeah, because they're an adult at that point.
Well, because you're making them an adult, right? Because you had some original attraction to the original character, not the adult character. You would have had to have had an attraction to the original character in order for you to wanna fucking age them up and get off to them, right?
One sec, I will be back. Okay, I'm back.
You think that it's okay to age up characters even when they're originally minors.
Yes.
You still agree with that? I just don't understand how you think that way. What about it do you think is okay? Just because they're like somebody made them 18?
I mean, that's essentially what it comes down to.
But yeah, yes, okay, yes, they may be 18 in the drawing, right? But you would have had to have had some sexual attraction to the original character in order to want to draw them in that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird and pedophilic. I feel like lolicons try to do that stuff all the time. I don't think it's any different.
I personally believe it's different.
How so? What makes it different than lolicon?
Even though the character's aged up, they still have a childlike body. Well, not really aged
Right,
up.
but okay. So someone's sexually attracted to a lolly, right? Do you think they're a pedophile for that?
I mean, they're getting close, but I wouldn't say they're entirely a pedophile.
So you don't think lolicon's pedophilia?
I don't think it's pedophilia, but I still think it's bad.
I mean, you're sexually. If somebody is sexually attracted to a character that looks underage, I would say that's pretty pedophilic. But
Yeah.
it's not acting on an actual child. It's still weird. It's still I'd still consider it pedophilia. So I want to know how that is any different than lolicon, because someone is obviously having a sexual attraction to the original character in order to want to draw them older. I think that people draw them older as an excuse to get off to it. They use it as an excuse to get off to that character. Would you agree?
Yeah, I can see that viewpoint.
I'm not asking if you see that viewpoint. I'm asking if you agree. Like, what do you agree or disagree with that?
I mean, that is a possibility.
I would say it's every possibility, because you have to have some sort of sexual attraction to the original character in order for you to want to draw them in that way later. Like, you're gonna have some attraction to the original character in order for you to want to draw them 18 or over. There's
Yeah,
no
there's
other
like
there's no other reason to draw the character 18 other than the fact that you have a attraction to that character.
there's some sort of attraction. I wouldn't say it's like sexual attraction though.
Okay, then why would you want to get off to it then? It has to be sexual attraction. It can't be anything else. You would
I
have
mean,
to
to
have a
get off to it is like a difference between just age up a character and just
Yes, but
sexualizing.
how so? You're getting you have to, if you're sexualizing a character, you're obviously getting off to that character. There's no other reason to sexualize a character.
I mean, there has been instances where you draw a sexualized character and just don't get off to it personally.
Give me an example.
Like if you were paid to do it.
Sure, but I don't think that makes it any more right, correct? We're specifically talking about people that, draw these characters or find drawings of these characters to get off to them, right? Which is what you're defending, correct? Because you said that it's not pedophilic to, you know, sexualize those characters or get off to them. I would maybe somebody drawing it for commission isn't necessarily pedophilic, but I think you should be questioning your morals if you're drawing underage characters grown up to sexualize them for weirdos online. I think all of that is morally fucked. What do you think?
I personally don't think it is entirely.
How so?
Like I said before, you can have like the small crush on the character.
Okay, but okay, I'll say it again. Do you think it's okay to have a crush on underage characters?
No.
Okay, then why are you using a crush to defend having a sexual attraction to an underage character?
Because it's much more than like thinking with your dick.
Okay, but you have to have some reason that you have a crush on that underage character, right?
Yeah.
What other reasons would somebody have to have a crush on an underage character and decide, hey, I'm gonna draw them older so I can yank off to it? What reasons would there be?
You have this nostalgic attraction.
A nostalgic attraction, and that causes you to want to beat off to the character.
Yeah, that can be a thing.
So nostalgia makes it right?
It doesn't make it like this morally gotcha moment. It's just like more of understanding of it.
Well, you said it's not pedophilic. It's not. Do you think it's wrong? What is your stance? What is your actual stance?
I don't think it's entirely wrong.
What kind of situation does it make it like not wrong? Can you give me an example of a situation? Give me an example of where it would be right to do it or not bad to do it, and give me an example of it being bad to do it.
Aged up or
Correct. Give me an example of someone doing it for bad purposes and someone doing it for good purposes to get off to it. Not just aging up a character for like storyline or just regular aging up. We're talking about sexual getting off to it. What is a good way to do it or a not bad way to do it, and what is a bad way to do it?
I would say a bad way to do is just slapping an age on whatever the character currently looks like.
Okay, now what's a good way to do it?
The good way to do is actually add adult proportions to a character and make it like well known as like.
Okay, I see what you mean. That like, okay, they may look like an adult, they may have an age set on this character, but you have to have some original sexual attraction to the OG character in order for you to want to draw them sexually or get off to an older version of them.
Yeah, that's where like the crush thing you can call pedophilic. I personally am 50-50 on it.
Are you 50-50? I mean, I wouldn't like make a video on something I'm 50-50 about. You made 2 videos talking about this topic. You must be passionate about it or something.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of passion in that.
So what's like making you so passionate about it? Like you have like a friend or something that does that, or
it's more so like me and my friends going like, oh yeah, if it's 18, if it looks 18, then do whatever.
Okay, but how about I can understand that stance on like characters that actually look 18 and are 18 in regular storyline and shows. But when you're purposely making a character 18, you're drawing them as an 18-year-old or over 18 just because you had an attraction to the original character. I think that is disgusting, and I think that's pedophilic. I think I've made all my points. If Graceful wants to jump in a little bit,
are you okay with that?
I'm gonna stay silent. It's not like we're gonna jump you or pack you or some shit. I'm just gonna let Graceful make their points.
Like really cringy if that happened.
Yeah, I'll mute and let Graceful say their points.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, if you originally had a crush on the childlike character as a child and you continued that crush until you're an adult, then there's still an attraction to a child as an adult. That alone is pedophilic. Even if it's romantical, isn't that just weird as shit? Like, I feel like anyone who has a romantic attraction towards a child is still could be considered a predator. Along with the fact that if you're gonna age it up to sexualize it, then clearly there was more than just a romantic attraction.
I'd say it's more just like weird to do this.
Didn't you say it wasn't weird? And it depends on like the situation, like nostalgic feeling. That nostalgic feeling was because you were a child, right? If you still have that feeling when you're an adult, there's no nostalgic factor. You have an attraction towards a child, and you want to be morally within standards to fucking jerk off to it.
Like, I haven't called it not weird. It's entirely weird, but I still don't think it's pedophilic.
And you also claimed earlier that Lolicon wasn't pedophilic. Can you explain that?
I said it was pedophilic.
I mean, I'm recording right now, and I have the clip where you said that it wasn't pedophilic. I mean, maybe you were saying the wrong thing. Maybe you don't actually believe that it's not pedophilic, but that's what you said.
I don't remember saying that.
Oh,
Do you think it's a possibility that you said it?
I mean, maybe accidentally, but
I don't know how you accidentally say that, but whatever. We can move on from that then. If it's not pedophilia, can you give me like an actual rebuttal? I'm talking about aging up characters. Like, can you give me a real rebuttal? You're like disregarding my whole point that there was attraction beforehand.
yeah, you would probably have to have some form of attraction.
Isn't that not pedophilia?
Eh,
I don't think there's a. Yeah, I feel
depends.
like if you have an attraction towards a child, that's pedophilic. If you're an adult, are you just biased? Have you indulged in this type of stuff?
I haven't indulged that much since Susie thing.
So there was a character that you liked and you like aged it up.
I found aged up images of, yeah.
So you sought out like aged up images of an underage character. Like there was originally an underage character.
Yeah.
Is there like a reason why you like that character? Like what's the reasoning?
Mostly the bully aspect of the character.
Like the bullying aspect? Like to
Yeah, like
bully
the character
people?
is known for, yeah. It's not really that uncommon to have these kinds of thoughts.
I mean personally I don't have those thoughts. I don't think Dark Dogs have
Yeah.
those thoughts. I don't think any of my
no.
friends have those thoughts.